I joined as a member right after the graduation. I think that was in September 2015. Besides being a visual artist, I'm also an art director, and so I combine different printmaking techniques. And depending on what I want to communicate, then I will use one thing or the other. I use digital image. Maybe I create a negative through the Photoshop, and then I can translate it into cyanotypes with it. For the here and now print, I use cyanotype and liner cut. The title of the print is Queen's Park Saviors, and it was because through the pandemic I found Queen's Park like a place to find peace of mind. The trees were being cut as well because there was a strange fungus that appeared in the park. So I felt in a kind of a weird symbiosis with the trees and me. In a way, the Queen's Park was saving me, but at the same time it was kind of dying. On the print there is the mark of the axe. Like, it's really graphic, and I found that like my hand emerging from the tree. It kind of had a meaning for me. Like, I'm also trying to emerge from this situation like everybody else, I guess. And also I wanted to pay a tribute to Glasgow through the print. So for me it was quite challenging because it was the first time I've used relief and cyanotype together in an art print. The whole process is so unstable that can make very rich variations. Having to have 10 very similar prints is a really big challenge because it's always going to be something that is different. That's the magic of printmaking. That's what I find it more interesting. When you suddenly see a bit, oh, this was a bit more of the solution was applied here, a bit more of coffee was here. Oh, this is a slight not mismatching of the hand. I think that's what makes it special.